Last time on Will Save. The thriller continues. Suspense builds in the secret room where our adventurers found Captain Ramin dead. But his itchy trigger fingers twitch. Unanswered questions get the better of the team when they discover that the mysterious figure opening the secret door is none other than the would-be incarcerated Trostanek. However, the confusion ends when Trostanek attacks the group, calling them meddlers. Who does Trostanek really work for? Loyalties will be revealed this time on Will Save.
It's episode 21.
It's old
Our
enough to drink
podcast.
now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Our podcast can legally drink in the United States of America.
Cheers,
We were
everyone.
able to do that since episode 18 for everyone listening in other
Cheerio,
parts of the
Mike.
world.
Some gin
Chug, chug, chug.
for Nick.
Some gin, beer,
Old
whatever your
Forester.
poison of choice. Whatever your poison
Gin,
of choice.
gingeroo.
Is that what that song's about?
Ginger
Gincharoga. Gincharoga was actually a alcohol influencer for a distillery that made gin.
That's where they got the name.
That's why her name was
Before
Gincharoga.
her untimely death.
I got
For
one more. You
untimely
guys
death.
ready for it?
Yep.
Gin, gin, gin is magic.
That's good.
You know.
I like that.
Never believe it's not so.
I was actually going to go like, Gincharoga is something. it fits. The syllables fit, right? It's good.
For the audience,
What
I don't
is-
know if you know
what
this,
is that
Nick is
original?
actually a professional singer.
Oh, 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 it's magic.
Oh, yeah. It's such a good song.
know.
Who sings that, though?
Never believe it's not so. Hold on.
Electric
Actually,
Light Orchestra?
Dude,
No.
it's ELO.
Is it? No.
Pilot.
I don't think it's ELO.
Is it ELO?
I
don't
don't
think it
think
is.
so. It doesn't sound like them, though.
It's not.
Oh, maybe it
Hold
is.
on.
But it's apparently they and Pilot did it or something.
Oh.
I don't know what that is. I
Yeah,
don't know what
Pilot.
is.
It's magic.
Pilot. It's magic. Thank you, Pilot,
If there's an ELO
for your
version,
quick cameo.
Yeah, there is it. No, Strange Magic is ELO.
Strange
Get a
magic.
Strange magic. Got a strange magic. That's magic.
That should be a podcast name.
No. Strange
Magic?
magic? It probably
Save it
is.
for our next
Pilot.
one.
It's
Yeah.
magic. Top pop.
We'll just
Sorry.
make it our next podcast.
It's a
fine.
band full of wizards. Like everybody has to be
Yeah,
a magic
we're just
user.
all bards.
God, I love music from the 70s, though.
Today's musical moment is brought to you by Shazam.
No. It's not.
Wait, the superhero Shazam?
It's not.
Superhero.
Was he a
Shazam.
genie or something? What is he?
I feel like
I forget.
you forget what
If Shazam is a genie or a superhero.
superhero. Kev
Shazam
knows
Shazam is actually the god
Shazam
Shazam, and he gives his powers
genie,
to.
right.
And actually, Shazam is is an acronym of the first letters of multiple gods. So like Z is
What?
Zeus's strength, and A is Achilles' speed, and
Kev is our resident
So,
comic book
Kevin
expert, so
knows
that's why.
Everything
Way too
about
much information.
superheroes. Like,
Not
it's incredible.
everything.
You do.
I like
It's
when one
insane.
person was like everything, and one person was like it's way too much. So, I mean, it's fine. You just know a lot, and you buy trades, and you're just all you're all
I'm
up
just
in
kind
that
of a
world.
nerd. That's what nerds do. We
That's what we do.
buy things and read
what
stuff and
we do.
listen to things and watch things,
Record things.
love stuff.
Record things, yeah.
We drink
Love it.
and we know things.
Podcast things. You know. I got a question.
Uh-oh.
What was your role from last week? Yeah, I want to know that too.
Yeah, let's get into it.
There was nothing. There was nothing of import about last week's ending. It was a very normal, uneventful
Rick's
ending.
about to die. Are you kidding me?
Here's my
That
question.
hammer's insane.
John, I do not.
That hammer is one of my favorite weapons thus far.
Looks amazing.
I do not appreciate you being so cavalier with Kev's life. Okay?
Kev's life.
Well, my life.
I'm all invested in Kev's life. Rick's life, though, here's his life. Debatable. I want to bring something up because I want to ask. There is a question that I have for your characters. As we much lamented, I think it was episode 4, maybe 5. I think we were all like, oh, boo, asking questions of characters. And I was like, this is really awesome. I don't know why we're all booing it.
Wait, did we do that?
You did. You did. Yeah, how dare you.
I don't believe you.
That's cool. Too bad there's no record of it. We can't go back and listen.
Liar!
So I have a question for your characters.
Too bad I can't go listen to it right now.
Yeah. Here's your question. And I'm going to lead because I'm just going to talk about me because I am so many characters that I'll just be my own character. But here's my question. What is
You should
one...
have to do it in every character.
Oh, wow. For like from where? Like just from the start of book 1 or like book 1 through book 6 now?
We're already on book 6?
No. What are you
No, I mean, of
about?
all the characters we've seen so far. Don't spoil
Oh, okay,
it.
that's fine.
Jeez. But you have to do
So,
it in every voice.
Here's
also.
the question. What is one hope that your character has for the future? And I'll start by saying that my hope for all of my characters are that we follow the rules. That we're and this goes for every character, and that's that we follow the rules. And
Shut
you know,
it, sir.
I think that we will, and of course we're going to mess up a little bit. It's okay. That's why email was invented, was to give flack through a computer where the files exist. Who would like to go next for the hope that your character has?
So Rick is sitting in a room by himself in front and looking straight at the camera because it's one of those moments, right? So nobody else is hearing this. Close your ears, all like tell your characters. But Rick looks at the camera and one of my greatest hopes for the near future is that I find my family.
The camera then switches. Who does it switch to next?
It's
Dr.
going to
OK.
switch
To Dr. OK.
Right.
A professional slug appears in front of you.
Professional slug. I troubled by the events of the past few days, and I think back and recollect to my home planet and my colleague leaving and seeing our goods. It draws me out, but also makes me concerned for like my people.
Yeah, because as was discussed, I think several times, Osharus typically don't go out on their own. So the fact that this drew you out into the world.
But I'm holding like an artifact of my people in my home world.
Right.
What?
Like that diorama med pack. What was it?
The healing serum. The diorama healing serum. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I'm saying
Yeah.
that the region what drew my colleague out. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, because your colleague also left by himself.
Dang, we're dropping
Curious.
some bombs right now.
Curious. The camera switches. Who does it switch to? Nico or Heerz?
Heerz.
Heerz.
Looks at the camera and says, "Hey kids at home, I'd really like to get back and be redeemed for getting kicked out of the free captains, even if it was for doing what I believe in. Always do what you believe in." That's his little PSA.
This message was brought to you by the Free Captains.
I'm taking notes on all this stuff. I want to learn everything about your characters.
For everyone taking notes at home, keep taking notes. Camera switches. Nico.
Nico's just like, I want to take back my company and I want to kill my mom.
And I want to provide a lot of dividends to my stockholders.
Kill your mom.
I want to be a shareholder of Nick's company.
Menendez brothers of
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
role-playing characters.
Okay.
Matricide?
Matricide.
not killing mattresses here.
No,
I'm
if you
not
want
gonna
to
lie.
do that, you go to
That
Mattress
is one
Firm.
of the most. Yeah, that is probably one of the most. I mean, these were all bold statements, and I'm glad that it turned into a little story time from some backstories. But killing your mom, it's heavy.
Yeah, that's a hope. I hope I kill my mom.
Well, she's kind of a terrible person.
Yeah, Nico kind of feels like his mom just tried to have him killed.
But does Nico know that?
Nico assumes
Doesn't
that.
know that. That's Nico's.
Nico has assumed things before.
A lot.
Well, we all have. To be fair.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for now. I mean, I've been excited for this podcast for months, but at this point, I'm starting to get nervous before episodes because I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be good. Get really excited because I'm just excited for the story. Just excited for all the bombs, all the good story, the fun times, the crazy rolls, the character deaths that are gonna happen. Just stoked. But seriously, I am actually just. I think I was talking about the character yeses that will happen, the yeses that come from characters as they embrace life. So last time, we're just going to cut right to it. Last time,
Can we delay some more?
why do you want to delay?
I don't want to die.
No,
It's like first
stop.
5 minutes of the podcast.
Here it is. We're 10 minutes in, so you're already safe. It's fine. So we obviously ended last time with you all confronting Trostanek and then fighting Trostanek. And we ended in the middle of this fight. We ended.
Kind of started.
Sorry?
No, we didn't. He did.
I should have shot him sooner.
You all did not start it. He started it when he looked over and said, "Curse you, meddlers. You just couldn't let it all go."
Scooby-Doo moment.
For the purposes of this podcast, Rick shot first.
That's fair.
Fair point.
That's canon now. It's canon. Let's play. So I made a roll against
You gonna
Rick.
show the map?
Moved over. I'm getting there.
Okay.
The
Y'all
corridor
always
that
rush
we're
me on
looking
this
at?
map moment. This has
just-
happened
if-
a bunch.
if Rick's
Y'all
gonna
always
die-
rush
What are
me.
you looking at?
Y'all always rush me. You're always rushing me on the
hallway.
map. Where's the map? Where's the map? What am I getting on the map?
Oh, there it is.
Here's the map.
Map.
The same map. Didn't change. Didn't psych you out. But here's the thing. Trostanek stepped over, shambled over with the encumbered condition, took some heavy steps, bleeding acid on his armor, trying to collect his strength as he lowers the hammer and walks over to Rick and goes to swing it. And I made a roll, but right as I made that roll, Kev raised his hand. And what did you want to ask,
Sorry,
Kev?
I'm just
Before
rules
we,
lawyer-
you're
rules
trying
lawyering
to
me.
delay. It's fine.
It's
You
actually
can ask
more
me about
like previous episode stuff.
What's up?
Did
Tell
you
me, tell me.
did you reduce his armor or whatever to the lowest dexterity because of using covered?
yes.
Okay,
And
okay, just checking,
minus
that's
2
all.
because he was flat-footed, and minus 10 feet because he was moving. But he did move from where he was. He can move 20
Doesn't
feet.
Kev have cover?
No.
From here, no. And
He's in
also
melee
from
range,
this relay,
melee.
yeah. From this melee. So
I'm also going to say if someone's bleeding acid, they're going to be very, very popular and in demand in the drug trade. Just saying.
that's very true.
Wait, he's
Very
bleeding acid? Did I miss
No,
that?
there was acid. He's bleeding. There's acid burning on his skin from the Costa jet
thought he was like an
injector.
alien.
With the acid.
There was some magic missiles. There's some tactical azimuth laser pistols. Poof, all
John,
this stuff.
I think John did a wordplay there where he said he was bleeding acid, and I was just
I
like,
think you did the wordplay. I gave you the words. You played with them.
that's what I do, John.
I know. I know you do.
Giddy up.
I made a roll. We ended on that roll. I didn't give you the roll. This music is bumming me out. We really need some more intense music right now.
All
don't know
right,
why
I'll
stuff
fix
is
it.
not
I'll get
going.
it. I'll get it in India. I'll get it in India. Damn.
No, it's okay. I'm already changing it. Well, I can't stall forever, Kev. Can't stall forever, Rick. You want to know
I
what I
can.
rolled?
No. I'm
You
going
wanna
to
know
close
what I
my
rolled?
ears. Okay, go for it. Just say it.
I rolled a natural 1.
Yes!
You think I would lie about that? Come on.
Oh my god, that's why you ended the
No
episode.
joke.
Critical fail.
Shame.
Fumble.
Happens to our dear Trostinek on his.
I got the
critical fail.
cards. I'm going to just, in front of you all, so you know I'm actually doing it. I'm going to stop. 3, 2, 1, stop. Boom. That's my card. I'm using the official Paizo deck, critical fumble deck. We roll, we shuffle, and then
Thanks, Paizo,
flip
for
through
this
them.
Cool thing.
Thanks, Paizo. It's awesome.
Thank you,
Paizo for
Paizo.
Thanks,
everything.
Paizo.
I really like your deck.
You're great, Paizo.
Oh, Paizo.
You're the best,
Paizo.
Paizo.
Wow, this is okay.
So good.
Here is my question. Because this weapon deals both energy and bludgeoning damage, the Paizo deck is based on,
One or the other.
what type of damage do you do? And I'm looking to see which one makes, because there are two. Right? There's like a kinetic and there's an energy. I think I'm just going to roll a d6. I'm going to say 1 to 3 is kinetic, 4 to 6 is energy. We're just going to
I
let
like your way of thinking, John.
the dice decide. That's a 5. So that is energy. Right on the funny bone. You take half weapon damage and move 1 step down the dexterity poison track until healed. Holy cow. What did I just do to myself?
And you also have like a -5 to dex saves, right?
Yeah, but I don't make a dex save, but I need to look up to see what the dexterity poison track does. But I also need to give myself half damage, which I'm not going to lie, this is no bueno. This is what a lot of people
Because
call
his damage is like
no bueno.
4d6 or something stupid.
Okay, that is 4 points of damage to myself.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
So as he swings, he must have just stepped, tripped. It swings, it hits his leg. Rick, you hear this crunch as his leg just seems to almost collapse underneath him, and he struggles to right himself. And while I look up the dexterity poison track on page 415 of the Starfinder Core Rulebook, we're going to move. In round 3, we're going to move to Heerz. What are you doing, Heerz?
Excuse me? Where'd Rick go?
Rick, we were
sorry.
in round 3. Yeah, you were at the top of the
I thought
round,
you
bro.
were saying we started a new round.
No, we didn't start a new round. What are you
I
talking about?
misheard you. It's okay.
Heerz, it's okay. Heerz, what are you doing?
Just so excited to go again.
Heerz is going to like telepathically tell everyone, because I think I could do this and attack.
Okay.
Hey, it's Heerz. Hey, because I don't think they know I can telepathically do things yet. So I'm a telepath, by the way.
You've done it. You've done it.
You
a
know,
few times
Sharon.
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like you've done it. Hey,
All
it's
right,
Heerz.
like, let's not.
It's not Johnson
it's
X.
Heerz again. Let's not kill him.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Hey, doctor. Okay. Hi. Yeah. Let's not kill him. Let's keep him alive.
Okay.
All right, and then he's going
Is it
to.
two-way communication? Like our
Actually, I
thoughts?
don't know.
We
And is
should
this
look
a
that up.
cantrip or like what is this?
It's just
is
like
this-
a racial feat
like-
that I have. I'm Sharon.
Let's read into it. As
You
a
are
rules
sure.
lawyer.
While we are looking into it, what are you going to do on your turn?
Here's just going to fire a magic missile again, which won't be a problem with these crates because they're basically homing beacons.
Yeah,
or
they are
homing
homing
missiles.
beacons. Homing missile beacons.
And he shall do that. And given
wow.
the fact that that was a racial feat, he could take a full action to do this magic missile.
Ooh.
Since telepathy was not like
Ooh.
an action, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. Full action. So that's 3d4 plus 3.
3d4 plus 3. Wow.
Which is 10 points of damage.
Are you trying to do non-lethal or lethal damage?
Non-lethal damage.
Can you do non-lethal damage with a spell?
That's a really good question.
I believe so, but I think you have to take a hit to
Yeah, I think you. But the thing is that you don't roll for
a roll
for
to hit. Yeah, I don't
magic
know.
missile.
Dang. Hold on, I'm looking.
Oh, I
at
have to roll
telepathy.
to attack for magic missile.
No,
No,
that's the
I don't
thing.
think
so
you
you
do. That's the
instantly
whole
hit
point.
with magic missile.
There might be something in here.
So how does that go with non-lethal? I don't see anything about telepathy that says you can't do it. I don't really know where it plays into. So you can kind of just communicate with people through telepathy.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Anyways, what are we looking up again?
We're trying to figure out if magic missile can do non-lethal damage.
It just says it reduces you to 0 or fewer. You are reduced to
Right.
exactly 0 health points and fall unconscious, but you're stable instead of dying.
Okay.
So somehow we can just choose that, which is kind of
Okay.
interesting.
So you were trying to do non-lethal damage. I'm going to say this. Rick, in front of you, The hammer swings. He stumbles. It hits his leg. You hear the sickening crack. And at that moment, these missiles hit Trostenek in the back. And Trostenek falls to his knees.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he is almost unconscious because as he falls, he kind of struggles, coughs up some blood, blinks, clutches his wounds at the acid. You can't stop us. This means nothing. The rest of us will be here any second.
Oh, shit.
The starfishers will make sure you
Starfishers, write that down.
drift.
Writing it down.
And then as Trostenek falls and slumps forward, his hands catch and he's on all fours. And Rick, like an octopus, Trostenek's skin begins to quickly cycle through several colors, green, black, purple, before landing on pink. Each hand begins to kind of suck back into the arm, and each foot you see kind of sucks back into his leg. And what pink skin you can see underneath the armor seems to become bumpy and scaly. And their head shrinks into their neck as their upper body seems to hunch forward even more, almost like a dog, as 3 more appendages you see burst from their chest, each with some membranes that are kind of hanging off. And the seams of their clothes at their knees and their elbows rip, and an eye appears in the middle of each of their appendage. And whatever was their face seems to have, there are no eyes, but the eyes are on the appendages.
What in the world?
And the eyes are blinking, closing quickly. The wounds are still there. You see the acid marks. And they look like this. In the bottom corner, I'm showing you what they look like.
Oh my god.
You.
It's
Hello,
like a
ugly.
brainy looking octopus.
Science.
With
So you all are not there. And as this happens, this creature falls unconscious, as you know, Heerz.
It does kind of look like a starfish, yeah.
Unconscious. You all are out of combat and out of the initiative order. I'm going to move this creature over to in front of Rick. What do you
Oh
all
my god.
want
I think it's gross.
So Nico's going to walk over to Rick and say, "You all right there?"
I am fine. Thank you.
What does Nico do when Nico sees this creature?
Nico's just going to say, "Hello, ugly." Do we have any idea what this thing is?
Here's rolls life science.
Doctor, okay?
Yeah, I'll do a life science check, and
I'll do a life science check as well.
Just 10.
10.
I can.
In spite of my great modifier.
And I'll use actually my polymath ability. So I'll automatically succeed.
Your what ability?
Yeah. Once per day, I can
tell us about polymath.
automatically succeed at an attempt of intelligence-based skill check.
Okay.
Actually, that was for
but what's your
assisting,
roll?
But I rolled an 18.
Yeah, okay.
Plus 11.
Wow. Okay, great. Excellent. Doctor, okay. Looking at this strange creature. Again, eyes are... I'm going to show it here. Shift Z it. No eyes where its head is. The eyes are on the appendages. There are 7 of them. There's sort of a mouthy maw underneath. This creature is covered...
Looks like... It's like hairy, but like also wet.
It's certainly
it's weird.
slimy enough to have been that thing crawling through the vents. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably took a sample of it when we from the
what?
Yeah, can I like sample him? Can I like...
I'll tell you what you know from your life science check.
Probably scooped up.
I haven't even said anything about what you know, and you're like, let's just sample it. Let's just biopsy it.
Cut it in half.
This creature is currently unconscious but stable. As a reminder.
Okay.
I can also use my custom micro lab to
Let me tell you what you know first. So, you know this creature, Dr. OK, to be an astrozoan. They are, and Google it, please. That was a joke.
I'm just typing a note. That's all.
Sure.
I swear.
It's fine. They're kind of like a human-sized starfish. They're new to the Pact Worlds. New in the sense that there's no record of them entering really any sort of established or formal method into the Pact World's government
like
or
as
any
a
protectorate.
civilization.
Yeah, they don't even have records of their beginnings. Possibly sometime during the gap. They don't really have any sort of way of culture.
They just woke up.
They're always trying to strive to find their place in the galaxy. But they don't really... The reason that you aren't quite sure how many of them exist, and they seem very rare, and it kind of pings your mind. You're like, I feel like I might have heard of them once or twice, because they know that they are so off-putting that they shape change because they don't want to be seen as an outcast or an outsider. And so they can become almost anything. Lashunta, Rathani, human.
They should be more confident in themselves.
I almost would have sympathy for them then if they didn't try to murder us.
But the interesting thing, that's true. The interesting thing is that, yes, whatever is on their skin, this viscous fluid, you do recall, is similar to the fluid that was found in Algiada's vent in her room. And what's more, you do recall that these things can compress to be pretty small, so it makes sense that this creature could make its way through the vents.
Can I pick up that hammer?
For sure.
So this creature is unconscious in front of you. You guys want to search the room?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up the hammer.
Can we search
You're grabbing the hammer?
body?
Yeah, let's start with his body, and then we'll go to the room. You reach down into this wet, gooey body. There is a Defrex hide armor.
Defrex hide.
There's a tactical semi-auto pistol with that they threw on the ground at the beginning, so it has 17 rounds. There's a key card that you presume doesn't look like your key card to your room. Yeah. It's probably to the smuggler compartment. And then this hammer is a diamagnetic storm hammer. Pretty freaking awesome weapon. And
if it doesn't weigh 300 pounds.
What?
If it doesn't weigh 300 pounds.
I think it probably has 14 or 16 charges. I think it did 3 attacks with it, 3 swings. So it has.
What'd you say
14.
it was again?
Diamagnetic storm hammer. It's a sweet, sweet weapon.
What was the armor?
Defrex hide.
Defrex hide.
And are you all looking around in the room, like going through the containers, or are you just looking around? Because you looked around a bit before.
Search the whole thing, see what we got.
Okay. And are you searching the captain, or are you just gonna leave the captain for now? What are you doing?
Search the captain.
You want to search the captain? Okay. I'm gonna read this off quick because I want to get back to the story. But you find a lot of stuff. Looking through all the crates takes you maybe 10 minutes. And looking through the captain, maybe closer to 20. And you find an auto-target rifle with 30 long arm rounds. You find a flash dazzler. You find a suit of Kasatha Microcord 1. You find a jump jets armor upgrade. It's pretty sweet. You find a grappler with 50 feet of adamantine alloy cable line. You find a laser drill. You find 3 batteries. These are the batteries that you would use for any powered weapons. And you also find a grenade scrambler.
Grenade scrambler? Mm-hmm. Man, that was so much. I gotta I don't have
we'll deal with it kind of after the app. It's fine. We'll
rules lawyer
go
me
through
though.
it.
I want to find it on the page and read it, everything about it.
Well, just do it in a bit. It's all
some
good.
of these things
are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Look, there are also a bunch of boxes have clothes, Kasathan clothing, other clothing from Castrovel, seems like Verses.
Didn't we search the room last time?
But you didn't search in the boxes.
Business or professional slug clothing for the
there's no professional slug clothing. Last time when you first came in, you did search the room, but you didn't search in the boxes. This is going through the boxes, so this is taking time, and you all didn't want to take that time last time. So some of the clothing is damaged. There's some blood stains even on some of it. And then there are some cheap souvenirs, probably from, Absalom Station and from Liavara and Brethida. There's Brethida. There's little like trinkets and kitsch things. And you all give me a perception check.
Oh, man. Just drop my heat. Okay. I'm back. Natural 20, 25 for perception.
8 for here.
19.
8. 19.
Plus 6, that's a 20 for me.
Okay, Nico and Kev, Rick, you find buried at the bottom of one of these crates, there's an old cred stick. Quick look, it's 5,000 credits.
Ooh, I got some.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Wait, who found this?
Both Nico and Rick, you both notice this at the same time. So you all have an unconscious Astrozoan that was a Vesk, that is now also an Astrozoan. And all this stuff, we can go over it later. What do you guys want to do?
I want to put it on.
We can do that later.
I know.
So what happens?
Nico's going to sheath his sword and put away his blaster, and he's going to walk back over to the room with the ladder in it.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up here?
What do you say? What do you guys say?
To each other?
Maybe we
or
should
are you not
see
saying
where there's access is in the ship. We should be careful for traps or other smuggler tomfoolery.
Dr. OK, do you have any idea how we can contain this creature? It is a shapeshifter after all.
Would I be able to do some sort of knowledge? Like, could I reliably know that from a life science?
I'd say if you wanted to do a knowledge engineering check, you could try and think of something to make.
I can think of just like shoving it in a crate.
If you wanted to do that, you could.
Do knowledge or engineering.
Yeah.
26.
26. Yeah, knowing that their compression ability, it would make sense that they need to be in a place where there are little to no holes that they can get through. I mean, they can't squeeze through a pinhole.
Do they require oxygen to live?
Do they require oxygen to
we
live?
Just put them in an airtight container.
You could put them in an airtight container if you want. I will say that, yes, I think they do require oxygen to live. Unless somebody who is listening knows otherwise.
You don't know.
Then if that's the case, if we can't move it, maybe we should ask it questions now before going up the ladder.
I mean, you can move it. You could put it in a container. You could kill it. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah, but it could escape through holes.
But I'll say this: the vent that it went through, that it compressed, was like what was not very big at all. Let me look.
Like a giant kimchi container. Could we just like put them in one of those?
You could. The vent was like a foot wide and a foot by 6 inches, foot by half a foot. So anything smaller than that likely wouldn't be able to get through. It can't compress itself that small, but it can compress itself pretty small. Just don't put it in one with a big vent.
Okay, is there anything in the room we can check out? It looks like there's some like small containers in that pillar next to Nico.
Yeah, what I told you that you found is indicative of all the stuff that's in the room. You found everything that's in the room.
Because Rick saw everything with his robotic eyes.
I thought he wasn't a robot, though.
Let's place this man in this container.
Hilarious.
Is he dead?
Yes.
No,
he's
he's
alive.
currently unconscious and stable.
We want to interview him, so yeah. Let's shove him in
Do you
something.
want to try and
I like
talk
that idea.
to him while he's in here, or?
I mean, I'm super down to talk to him, and then we can go up the ladder. I don't think it'll take that long.
What do you guys say?
All right, Heerz is going to pull out
Someone
a
needs
sword.
Someone needs to tell me not
Hold
to come
it.
over, because I don't know this.
All right, Heerz telepathically tells Nico,
Hey, let's talk to the squid, the starfish first before we go.
And I have my bucket.
Nico, a little alarmed, is like, "Oh yeah, that's right. He can talk in his head."
Yeah,
And then
we went through this.
Walks
Come on.
over.
so Heerz kind of like takes out the sword and kind of taps him awake.
We'll still have his gun out. and pointed at him, and he's got the hammer in his pocket now.
Dr. OK has his syringe stick.
It's called my tactical dueling sword. Yeah.
And you're putting it in which crate? This crate right here?
No, I thought we were going to question him first before we...
Stick him in a crate. We'll put him in a crate that we think we can seal him in.
Yeah, but what if something happens?
We'll just leave the lid off for now.
Okay.
Nico's going to look at everybody else here. He's just like, hey, guys, I got this. Let me take the lead on this.
Oh, go sweet talking, flyboy.
So you put him in a crate, and you wake him up. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Weapons drawn.
Okay.
Mine is concealed.
Dokie.
My weapon.
Concealed weapon.
It has a concealed property.
The eyes slowly blink open. And the mouth. And it kind of starts to talk. It sees all of you with its 7 eyes. It starts to talk in Crosscheck's voice, but also like the voice frequently kind of changes pitch or intonation. It's still stable, but still hurt.
So Nico's going to look at this thing as he's waking up. He's going to be like, oh, you're awake. Good afternoon. You don't look so good. You could still look worse.
Stood a chance, you know. You never stood a chance.
You don't look so good for someone who's saying you don't have a chance. And you know what? The fact of the matter is, you might still look a good deal worse. However, me and my friends here are willing to play ball a little bit, and we're willing to have a nice conversation. If you're not willing to engage in such, we'll just end your existence. Do I make myself clear?
We will take everything you hold precious and leave you with nothing.
Who's we? Who's we? And he's going to roll a diplomacy check here.
What are you doing with your diplomacy check?
How are you using diplomacy?
Or intimidation. Pick your thing here.
Well, you pick. Do you just want to ask?
I'm just asking.
You can just ask who's we. Okay.
Because I kind of intimidated him with, we'll just end your existence.
True. That was his response, though. And then you asked that.
All
so when you say who's we, he goes,
Me? Crope? And there's someone else aboard. And someone else is coming.
Who else is coming? Pray tell us. And by the way, just so you know what's on the line here, we happen to have a doctor in this room right here. This doctor knows how to heal people. He can make you better. Or he can make you dead. Your call. And he looks over at Dr. OK and nods.
Hello.
The Starfishers. They're coming. They're almost here.
Who are these Starfishers, and what's your allegiance to them?
Allegiance? I am a Starfisher.
And why are you a Starfisher? What dirt do they have on you to make you want to die for them? Nothing's worse than death, buddy.
That's the whole thing.
We're pirates, and we're going to take your ship.
Well,
and at that moment, you all hear seems to come from a deck above you, a small explosion, maybe towards the dining hall area. There's a brief flicker in the lights, and then the lights come back to their emergency status, and you just hear this this faint laughing from Cub.
Nico's going to look at the rest of the group, and he's going to say his opinion here. He's like, all right, he's no use to us alive. Let's go ahead and let's kill him.
Rick, what do you do?
Wait.
Because I think Rick was about to just shoot. So Heerz is like...
No, Rick shoves his... I guess he does it right after Nico says that, but Rick shoves his artillery laser with this big, massive weapon, and kind of squeezes it into the middle of this creature and says... Who else on board have you been impersonating?
Crosscheck. That's it.
What about your friends? And I'll roll an intimidation.
Okay. And here's what were you about to say?
19 on the die.
Yeah, Heerz wants to know, like, who are the others? Who are your friends? Which ones? Which ones are you impersonating? Are they impersonating?
So I got intimidate +3, so I got a 22 for intimidation, and I
I'll roll the
squeezed
assist.
the rifle further into his
Okay. You got a
gelatinous
23?
body. 22.
22. Okay. With the 22,
I got +2 for him because I assisted.
okay. What do you do to assist?
Looking menacing with my hand kind of brushing against the butt of my blaster.
Okay. That was more than enough to get it. They kind of... That was me actually coughing. From that.
Captain Ramirm. And Algae. Stop.
Why should we leave you alive?
So I can take everything from you.
Rick is gonna kind of glance at the others because he's never comfortable with just killing. But like that's just a threat we can't deal with.
Yeah, Nico's just going to go ahead and he's just going to nod toward Rick. And then he'll glance over at Dr. OK, like, unless you have a more painful method of him to be taking everything away from him, as he so threatens us with.
So
That's a pretty big statement.
Are we...
Just going to say.
You're asking me
What's
to
the-
kill
what's the big
this
statement?
person?
You want to torture him? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're saying you want to torture him. By the way, you guys did do this to the goblin. You did ask a couple questions of the space goblin, then you're like, poof, you just shot. And that was...
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, Nico shot, right?
I think Nico just poof, shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't mean a big thing in the sense that it's bad. I'm just saying, like, let's just all note here, like, Nico's moving down a path of, like, retribution.
Darkness.
Yeah.
Heerz has one
Anger.
more question. Wait,
Which
I
is
just
not
want to
bad.
know
It just is.
one more thing.
Yeah.
You know why Lozu was acting so weird? Was that you? Was that you guys?
I'll roll to assist for an intimidation on that one.
I'll do that
Okay.
one.
Okay.
I got it. I didn't.
I succeeded.
Okay. This is what I picture. Here's you lean over, because this is, I think, the first time that you've... Not the first time that you've asked a question, but you ask it and the eyes turn and look at you, and then, Rick, you don't do anything. And the Astrozoan cub is quiet, and then Nico just grabs it and just, like, pushes the artillery laser into the Astrozoan.
Lozu is weak. She is nothing. But she was close to being onto us. She would have died.
Nico's going to look over at everybody. I've heard enough. If you guys aren't going to kill him, I am.
Oh, I'd love to kill him. You got the last one.
Rick is gonna kind of just like back.
I'm going to
away,
ask him about the items on this ship.
So Rick
What do you
starts
ask?
drawing his rifle back, and then as soon as Dr. OK speaks up, he pushes the rifle back down.
Oh, wait, I do have one more question. Damn it. Go ahead.
Dr. OK,
Yeah,
what
Dr.
question do you have?
is going to...
What do you say, Dr. OK?
So he has eyes, right? Like he could see us.
He has 7 eyes on his appendages.
On his appendages. So I'm going to take
Yeah.
one of his appendages in my sort of like grasp, sort of softly, and
Slime on slime.
hold a syringe up to his eyeball
Okay.
with sort of an intimidating sort of sneer looking down at him. And I'm going to ask him, what can you tell me about the supplies on this ship? Where did you get these?
We didn't get anything. We want the supplies. We will take them all.
Do you want the relic?
We want everything, including the relic.
Do you know where the relic is?
I think cargo hold.
Nico's going to follow up. Why this ship in particular? You could have hit any number of ships.
We hit all the ships. We want all of them.
All right. This guy's just non-discriminative. He's crossed us. He's threatened us again. Let's show him and his pirate allies just what we think of this type of piracy.
I am not comfortable with capital punishment without proper processing.
What process do you want?
He was going to process our bodies and use them to kill everybody else.
I tend to agree, but we could just space them too.
Let him suck vacuum? I don't know what's more messed up.
Can
Heerz
you
just
breathe?
Go ahead.
Are you able to survive in the vacuum of space?
I could do that. I could identify that from a life science check, can I?
I thought that we said that she needed air. Is that right?
Yeah, it does need air.
So that's a no.
Here's just kind of like twirls around his saber and is like, and then like really wants to stab him. So he kind of looks at
Rick
Nico.
kind of like he's gonna just pull the rifle back and put one hand up like I'm out of this.
I don't
and
kill unarmed, restrained people.
Well, it looks like you're
Nico's
not going to be the one to kill him then.
Despite their murderousness.
Nico's going to look over at Heerz and he's going to be like,
What'd you say, Nico?
take your time.
Heerz just takes the edge of the blade and just starts shoving it into its head slowly. Bit by
And
bit,
it flops.
inch by inch.
And it dies. And you have a dead Kasathan and a dead Astrozoan in this room.
I wanted to also attune my custom micro lab to his biology.
How long does that take?
10 minutes.
Okay, so you guys sit for 10 minutes?
You guys, can we do a short rest in that time? Or no?
10 minutes is how long?
enough.
It's not a short rest per se. It's a 10-minute rest to regain stamina points.
Okay.
I could use those.
expend a resolve
Let's
point.
do
for
that.
that?
Yeah, you need to spend a resolve point. My question, don't forget, that's what you did after the Jinchuroga fight. So,
I kind of wanted to do
Okay.
some of this while he was alive, but yeah.
How many
10
stamina
minutes.
points did we get? All
He's
of them
dead now.
back?
I mean, you
All
could
of
have in time that we were just like, what are you trying to do? Because we said you went to sample it before we started even talking to it.
You can
if you all take 10 minutes to regain stamina points, you can
deliver
their blood into your
biohacks using ranged ejection weapons without making an attack roll with attunement, according to the rulebook.
So that would mean that you could make an attack against another Astrozoan without... But you would need to know that it's an Astrozoan.
Yeah.
And sorry,
Okay.
how much I being the rules lawyer, I also have a terrible memory, so I can't. What's
Memory
the
of a
rule with
goldfish.
regaining?
You can regain... You spend 10 minutes, you regain all of your stamina points
All
at
of
the
it?
cost of one resolve point.
Oh man, and I don't resolve points don't really get you. When do resolve points get?
We don't use them right now,
Sorry.
but later on, some feats and actions require them.
Yeah,
Or if you go down, you spend a resolve point to either stabilize or...
but you have to have at least half your.
You have to have at least half,
or
or else you go down, and then you go down. And
But
you all
it's a
fought
minimum of
Jinchuroga.
one.
all right. I'm
Right,
well,
you
if
have-
you're taking 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a resolve point and refill my stamina
Okay.
because I feel like we're gonna fight more. So
Yeah, I mean, you guys fought Jinchuroga, then you did a 10-minute rest. Then now you fought Cub, Trostanek, 10-minute rest. So I don't know what your
Calls it
resolve points
Cub.
are at.
Is that his name? Just Cub?
It said Cub
no,
earlier.
I think he's.
They said Cub earlier when you asked who's here.
Oh, I thought you were saying that it is a cub, like it's a baby. I was like, oh
That's
crap,
weird.
these things are gonna be bigger.
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
It's weird. I'm just kidding. So 10 minutes, and you all are back. Stamina points.
Nico's going to say to everybody else, and he's just going to say, all right, we know they're aboard now. We know what they want. I say our next move is to get to the cargo bay, get to the relic, and set up a defensive position, and we'll be able to mow them down. I've seen pirates and thieves like this when I used to do some gun running for some unsavory clients that were buying weapons from us. You guard the horde, and you shoot them when they come in.
I quite agree. They will be there. I know myself, so let's go.
Didn't we hear something happening above us, I thought?
Yeah, Rick's already on his way to that secret room thing.
So you all heard an explosion, a small explosion above you towards what's probably the dining hall area. And Cub was talking about, I would make you do a wisdom check, but I was going to say, Cub was like, they will be here soon.
Yeah. So
and then you heard an explosion.
Divvy up the arms and like secure the ship and everyone who's not an Astrozoan, right? Mm-hmm. Like shapeshifter.
Okay. So where do you want to go?
Nico's going to follow Rick over here, thinking that it's going to be a secret passageway up to the relic.
I mean, it just happened, right? This literally just happened.
Like it's been a few minutes, or it's been at least a couple minutes.
It's been 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So probably
10 minutes
with you guys talking, with you all looking through weapons. Well, the explosion happened. You guys were talking. It's been at least, I would say, 20 to 30 minutes. So you all want to... So you guys want to... you heard that explosion from upstairs. You talked to this Astrozoan, killed the Astrozoan, took 10 minutes and then of rest, and then sorted through everything. So we're looking at like 30 minutes, 45 minutes after.
Like prepping for war.
Prepping for war. You got your war paint on underneath your eyeballs.
It's like that scene from Mr. and Mrs. Smith where they go into that like family, like
the mall,
family home. Yeah, the family home place.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting like the knives and everything. It's setting up like roots of ambush.
I gotcha. So where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
So we're gonna go into that weird column thing that we found.
Okay.
And
secret
Rick's
access tunnel.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question. Is everyone going there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Question. Can Dr. OK climb ladders? I think so, because we've been doing this whole time. But I literally I just thought about it for the first time, and I was like, I guess slugs can climb ladders. It's fine.
Is that a thing? Like some characters can't climb ladders?
I don't know.
I would say
I feel like it could be.
I mean, everybody has a climb speed, right?
Yeah, well, you have
so somebody would just have
move
a low climb speed.
Yeah, your move speed might just be lower. But I'm going to say that you can, which is fine.
Okay.
I definitely feel like this is a good moment where it's like you guys are just going in.
We locked the door. We
Oh
took
my
the
God,
access
why are you doing
card.
that?
We like scrounged up everything.
Okay.
There was-
the door's
just-
locked.
Yeah.
Rick's
The heartbeat
leading.
thing is not helping. I don't like it.
You
Turn
all
it off.
start walking up the ladder, right?
Yep.
Rick at first.
Gun drawn. He's
So you're going slow. You're just...
Yeah, Nico's got
I
a
mean,
pistol
like-
drawn as well.
And so you're just awkwardly climbing, pistol in one hand in the other. Okay. Maybe...
actually it's a two-handed weapon. I can't climb on two-handed weapons, right?
So then, yeah, I don't think so.
So I'll pull out my pistol.
Okay, so Rick, Nico, pistol. Here's Dr. OK. You aren't?
I have my concealed syringe available.
As you look up, I'm going to say that maybe one of you, there's like a soft illumination from maybe one of the lights on your weapons. Maybe there's a little tiny flashlight that you have on your weapons. Not enough for anything significant, but just maybe because you could see. Because as you come in, this is clearly a dark shaft. There's no light. But that little light beam goes pretty far. You can tell it goes up probably to the other side of the ship, right? The top of the ship is the roof there. And as you come up, you're coming up the ladder. You first come up what appears to be two doors, one on the right, one on the left, kind of off diagonally in front of you. And as you shine your light up above, you don't see a door, but maybe if you look and see, it seems like the top could be something that moves. Some sort of a hatch or something.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go? What are you thinking? You're standing on a ladder with an explosion in the dark.
All the way to the top of this ladder. And you come up to like a hatch.
You go all the way up to the top?
That's what I'm asking. So you're saying at the end of the ladder, there's a hatch and there's nothing in between. It's just a long pathway with a ladder?
No, I said as you're coming up, about halfway, there are two doors
Okay.
on probably like 45 degrees off axis from the ladder. And then at the top, you shine your light up, or if you go up there, that's fine, either one. You kind of look around. Seems to be some sort of a hatch.
So I guess we'll come up to that first set of pathways, and I want to roll perception down both of those.
Yeah,
it's not a passageway. It's a door. There are 2 doors, just shut doors, off axis, 45 degrees, shut hatch or something at the top. There's no light coming through.
Okay, so then at the first door, can I? There's no way. Can I roll perception to see what's on the other side of the door, like to listen through it?
You would probably only be listening. There's no crack. You can't see anything through it.
Okay, so yeah, Rick will kind of put his hand against it, and I rolled a 24 for perception.
24 for perception. Which door?
I don't know. Pick one.
You pick
of
one.
The 2 45s.
Left or right?
Go right.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
You want to roll perception on the other one then?
Yeah, go ahead.
15 plus 5 is 20.
20. Okay. Let me think.
So I'm going to go through the right door.
You think for a second you might have heard a voice? Maybe more than one voice? Not quite sure.
Nico will go in behind him, and he'll just have one blaster raised. Also, he's going to do it with stealth, too, so you want me to roll stealth?
Are you all going through a door? Or are you going up?
I'm going right behind Rick.
Up the ladder.
Yeah. Currently, all of you are on the ladder.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm going in right behind Rick.
So
off
it's
the
Rick-
ladder into the door.
So you're in this access way. Rick, Nico, what? Here's Dr. Okay?
I guess we're
Okay.
breaching. Are we using the
Are you guys going through a door? Are you going to the top? Are you going through the left door,
go
right
in
door?
and, hit with the flash dazzler?
Are you going back down?
Not
You
yet.
going to
I
go
didn't
back
bring
the
the-
normal way?
No, so Rick's going to go through, out of the 2 doors, one of them he hears voices, the other one he doesn't. He's going to go through the door that he doesn't hear anything.
Okay.
And he's going to try to, he doesn't have very good stealth, but he's going to try to stealthily open that
I
door.
will follow behind.
It's just going to open anyway.
Is it an electric door? Is it?
Is it an electric door? It is a door that has a,
Automated
okay.
component.
yeah.
Okay, fine, whatever. I rolled a 12 for stealth anyway. so
You
it
rolled
doesn't matter.
a 12 for stealth. A stealth for 12. All right. The
To
door.
the non-voice door.
The non-voice door. The door to the right. I can imagine this is a little climactic in the sense that you've uncovered a dead captain, a passenger who is not who he said he was, a secret compartment, a secret access to the secret compartment. And although maybe you didn't talk to everyone, there's a lot going on here and a lot of secrets and a lot of clues. And you're about to open the door, one of the doors out of the secret access compartment. So you push the numpad. Slides open.
Okay, I'm not the only one that hears the heartbeat noise, right? Okay, I thought I was losing my mind. I'm just, it's making me nervous.
That's game.
No!
Dang it, Kevin, look what you did. Just kidding.
Kev can't even beyond.
I hate you, John.
Hey everyone, it's Kevin. I play the android Rick 19, and I just want to take this opportunity to discuss a very important topic to me about how Rick 19 is not a murder bot. I mean, let's just analyze the situation, right? Like, we caught that goblin. They were on the ground, and they had surrendered, and they were even giving us information. And Nico says, "Oh, it's just a liability," and shoots him. And then today, we caught that Astrozoan. We put him in a crate, which is the only reasonable way to contain a shape-shifting, compressible being. And Rick wanted to take him to the authorities, but Nico and Heerz decided to play rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to kill it. And then Heerz is the one to stab it through the head or face, or I don't know, however Astrozoan biology works. I don't know. Anyways, Rick has never killed anybody except out of necessity and self-defense. Except for that Vesk on the roof. But that's a different situation, right? There was that flashback and the visions, and it was an accident. It's not like Rick intentionally killed that Vesk. He wanted to take them into the Android Abolitionist front. So I'm sure we'll learn more about that later, because Rick wants to learn, what happened there too. So join us along. Please let us know on Twitter, Instagram, what you think. If you think Rick is not a murder bot, please tell us. And if you disagree with that statement, then keep it to yourself. But otherwise, we just want to say thank you to Paizo and Hero Lab, Roll20, Syrinscape. And especially, we just want to thank you as a listener. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in every week, or even if you're just trying to catch up on older episodes, which is also a great way to do it. I binge listen to everything in two. But we just really appreciate you listening, and we would want to hear more from you. So hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. I guess one last thing is, if you're at all interested, we all just bought our badges to go to Gen Con 21 in Indianapolis in September. So if you're planning on going to that, let us know, and maybe we'll meet up. It'd be great. Other than that, again, thank you for listening, and we hope you listen in next week for the next Will Save Wednesday. Kevin, out.